Hello, Internet! Today's episode of The Hero Archetypes, I'm going to be designing a brand new character. But to be totally honest with you, I'm not quite sure what kind of character I want to create yet, so I'm going to be playing a little creative game to select the major features for this new character. So to do that, I created a list of 12 character classes and 12 character races that you can find in D&D. And I'm going to be rolling this D12 to select from those lists. It's a really great exercise if you're struggling to come up with ideas. You can really come up with some fun combinations of characters by playing a game like this. So, let's get started. Alright, so the first roll was a 9, so that means we're going to be drawing a Dragonborn character. So let's roll again to select the class he's going to be. Alright, so this time we rolled a 2, so that means we're going to be drawing a cleric. So we have a Dragonborn Cleric as the final 2 main features for this character. So that's enough for us to get started with the designing and illustration process. So we're going to do that now.
When starting any character design, the first thing I'm always trying to do is block in the large shapes. So I will start with just some rough underlying structures to give me a sense of the character's proportions and pose on the page. Once I have that base structure already built on the page, that's when I really go into the finer elements of the character. I start putting in details, blocking in larger shapes. This is the really fun part when you can start bringing the character to life. Once I'm really happy with the drawing, I'll put the pencil down and start inking the lines to create the final line art before we take it into Photoshop. When it comes to inking, all I'm focusing on is the next line. I want to be as accurate as possible because I don't want to create any stupid mistakes. So I try to focus on every stroke of the pen. I try to even control and regulate my breathing so that I don't have any stupid mistakes. So this just requires a lot of focus and a lot of precision. Okay, now that the inking and drawing process is all done, I've scanned the character into my computer and I've taken it into Photoshop and I'm starting the painting process now. The first thing I always do with a digital painting is what's known in the comic industry as flattening the character. Basically, you're just laying down the flat color shapes underneath the line art so that you can get a basic sense of what the character looks like once it's fully painted. You should really be thinking about the palette of the character. There's a lot of different videos out there. You can learn different color theory. To keep it simple when it comes to character illustration, I like to stick towards a hot or cool structure or some other element like that. So primarily I'm using cool colors on this character because I've done a little more research on Dragonborns and learned that the different skin type, the different scales and ancestry that they come from dictates a lot of their abilities, and you can wrap that into personality when you play the actual character. So I decided he was going to be a blue Dragonborn, and I wanted to keep a lot of his colors in that spectrum. If you have a favorite character from a TV show, anime, comic book, and you really like their colors, feel free to steal their palette. It's one of the things that artists do all the time. If you like a character's palette, borrow it and use it for your own. You're not copying or stealing anything, you're just using the colors. Feel free to do it. Once we have our flat colors done, we're ready to start the painting process. When you're painting, you got to really think about your light source, and that really dictates where you're going to put your shadows, where you're going to put your reflections, and all of that. I try to keep my light source very simple when I'm doing a basic character design because I don't want any kind of dramatic lighting to take away from the character itself. So I go very simple. I usually just do a top-down lighting. So you will just see some cast shadows underneath the character and some rendered lighting on top of it as you define the forms and really make it pop and bring it to life. Texture is really important in painting. You want to really understand how different textures react with light. There are a lot of different techniques to add texture to your character, especially in Photoshop. There are an endless different variety of ways to add that texture, but you do really want to understand texture in your own mind so that you could, in theory, reproduce this with just a pencil or paint or whatever medium you're using. You don't want to be reliant on the digital medium. But if you are using it, feel free to use all the tools available to you just for your own personal study. Make sure you are practicing the different ways to render texture.
Alright, now as I finish up the last few touches on this character, it's going to bring it to a close, but the next thing I do after I finish drawing the character is that I take that character illustration and I import it into my character sheet. I'm going to put this up on the screen here so you can check that out. I've made these custom character sheets for all of my players and for me personally to use. If you'd like to download this character in the character sheet, the link will be down in the description, so feel free to click on that. Download it for free, and if you end up using it, I really want to hear your feedback. Please comment, send me an email, whatever. Just let me know what you think of it, and if it's really actually helped you in some way improve your game. I've heard from dungeon masters who really like to use them as NPC characters. I've heard from players who really like to use these instead of building their own characters. They already have the artwork and the character sheet all there for them. They just have to roll their stats and they're ready to go. Thank you for checking out today's video. I really do appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more of it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It'll really help this channel get off to a good start because I'm trying to build this up from nothing. All of you early subscribers and commenters and likers are really going to help me beat the algorithm. Please, if you enjoyed this content, help me by sharing it. Have a great day.